Hello, great investors. Today is about Owepo and Owokoko. And I want to take you on a journey to the office of the CEO of 8 Minds, Dr. Ambassador Adeboye. I want you to hear from the horse's mouth. I want him to let you know the benefits of you investing in Owepo and Owokoko and what you are expected to see from the farm. So let's go on the journey together.
Nigeria's cocoa exports go trillions.
You watched the boom in 2024. What about 2026?
Owococoa, 500 trees per acre, annual returns of 6 million to 10 million from year 4. You own the land, the trees, and the harvest.
I'm with my honorable Dr. Ambassador Adeboye Oluwaseun, the CEO of 8 Minds. 8 Minds is the one in charge of Owepo and Owokoko. I want him to tell us what we are going to gain if you invest in Owepo and Owokoko. All our investors that are still thinking, should I invest my money into this Owepo and Owokoko farm? You need to hear from the horse's mouth. Please, I want you to tell our investors what they are expected to see at Owepo and Owokoko farm.
Well, my name is Adeboye Oluwaseun. So I'm the CEO of 8 Minds, the pioneer of Owepo and Owokoko Farmer Resort. By the special grace of God, Owepo and Owokoko is a 30,000 acre farm project that we project into the cultivation of palm oil farm and cocoa farm. So, and by the help of God, we've been able to do a very good number of it at the moment. And as a matter of fact, the project is an agricultural revolution that has come to change the landscape of agricultural business in Nigeria, because the concept actually came as a result of the fact that we realized that a lot of people are buying landed property that are left fallow without using it for anything. So we just came up with the concept of developing a product that can make people to own the land and at the same time also get the produce from the cultivation of farm on that same land. So that's what brought about the concept of Owepo and Owokoko. And why did we choose Owepo and Owokoko? Because we realized that palm oil and cocoa happens to be the major crops among other crops that guarantee high return on investment when subscribed into. Now, why did I say so? For example, palm oil. Many people don't know that palm oil can stay for more than 30 to 50 years, and cocoa tree can stay more than 50 to 100 years. Yes.
That's generational wealth.
That's generational wealth for anyone who understands agro business. So I haven't gotten the fact and figures about on how to run the project and all that, and we're also partnering with professionals that know the nitty-gritty of the business. So we said, okay, let's come into the decision of starting something in that light. So that's how we started with Owepo and Owokoko Farm and Resorts. Let me quickly dabble into the benefits subscribers are going to get when you key into the Owepo and Owokoko project. For instance, if you buy an acre of Owepo for 3 million naira, because that's the amount you are currently selling, 3 million naira, you know what it means if you subscribe into a thing like that, and after the 3 years of fruiting, 3 to 4 years of fruiting, and you are getting over 2.6 million naira on a yearly basis for the next 30 years.
Wow.
And it's subject to review because of the market value. You know, market value can change at any point in time, so the price can spike up and all that. So the same is also applicable to cocoa. An acre of cocoa sells for 4 million naira, and you know what that means. And after 3 years of fruiting, you are getting up to 6 million naira, 6 to 10 million naira on a yearly basis for the next 30 to 50 years. So even bank cannot give interest on that kind of money. So interest on 4 million naira in the bank in a year, you know what, is nothing to write home about. So that's why we always encourage people that you shouldn't put their money in the bank. When you have a kind of investment like this, you key into it and make a generational wealth for yourself, for your unborn children, for your generation, even to the fourth generation. You can be making money. So what does that tell us? That is to let us know that in the Nigeria of today, people need to focus on what really works. And what works for us, as far as we are concerned, and we have brought it to the public, is Owepo and Okoko. So I want to sincerely encourage everyone out there to subscribe into this project, because I believe that when people are cashing out, you shouldn't be left out. And when people are doing exceptionally well, because a lot of people will be surprised on how people are making money. They will be you're just trying to to imagine how people are making money and they're using money for something substantial in their life, but they won't know that some of them have this kind of investment in place. So you should also be part of the people that will benefit from this agricultural revolution that has come into play. And I want to say this to you: you won't regret to do so. Thank you very much.
Okay, so I have another question, because some of our investors may feel that they have to come to the farm to farm by themselves, and I need you to clarify that. And secondly, if the company is farming for them, if they are helping them to do the job, like how many years will the company sign for before they can hand over to the owners?
Oh, well, it depends. The arrangement we have is to help people, because we understand too well that a lot of people do not have time to cultivate land, let alone managing it. So that's one of the reasons why we have it in our program from the ground state to help them do the cultivation and manage. But nonetheless, for those subscribers that we want to opt out at any point in time to manage their farm themselves and all that, why not? We can do that for you. If you want it 5 years, 10 years, you can come to the table to do a signing off on that project. So you want to manage yourself. So that's it's subject to the agreement we have, and it's subject to the negotiation that we eventually come up with. So anyone that wants to do that, no problem. So they are free to do so. So we are not coming up with strict measures for our subscribers. You can opt out anytime you like. That's it.
Okay, so talking about the intercropping, because it cannot only be the cocoa, and because cocoa takes like 4 years before it gets produce, and then palm tree takes like 3 years before we start getting. So we want to talk about the intercropping process. How does it work?
This is also another agricultural scheme that we put in place, because we understand that Nigeria, the way we do our things, we don't always exercise patience when it comes to a thing like this. So that's why we're able to also come up with a program that can make people earn on a yearly basis. It takes 3 years, like my interlocutor said, not quite long. It takes 3 to 4 years for palm oil to mature into fruiting. The same is also applicable to cocoa, around that corridor of water time. But we design a scheme that can make people to earn on a yearly basis. That's why we came up with the decision of intercropping either cocoa or palm oil farm with plantain farming. And it takes just only 1 year for plantain to germinate to fruiting. So that means to let you know that as you are waiting for your investment, the proceeds on your investment on cocoa or Owepo, you can as well help you to plant plantain on your farm and be earning on a yearly basis. So that's in a way helps you to earn till the major investment starts working. They're producing a profit. So that's about that.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ambassador Adeboye. So to all our investors, you have heard it all from the horse's mouth. And I know that you really need this farm. Owó epo and owó kòkó. You don't need to stress yourself. Yours is to invest your money and then watch your money grow in agriculture. So we'll see you again. Make sure you contact us for your farm. Owó epo and owó kòkó. Don't miss out. Bye.